Good morning, YouTube. Today we're going to install some slip blow scrape guards on this Ferrari 599 GTB.
So are you recording all of the nefarious activities?
If you're new to the channel, my name is Dan. This is my garage, and this channel is all about the supercar ownership experience, buying and selling them, maintaining them, DIY work on them. And today we're going to do some more DIY work on the Project 599 GTX. If you didn't know, we are converting this car into a manual. That is the goal, and then I'm going to be flipping it and selling it to one of you. But for now, the parts for the transmission conversion aren't in yet, so I'm doing some other things to make this car better for one of you to own. So one of the problems that happens with these low cars is that they scrape. Unfortunately, this car does not have an axle lifter. I don't even know if it was available at that time, but even with an axle lifter, you're still likely going to scrape one of these cars because of the way they're just that low. So the best solution I've personally found is to use the slip blow scrape guards. You can buy some at bit.ly/NGS scrape and use the code NGS10. You'll get 10% off. They're really easy to install. They take almost basically no tools, and you don't have to drill your bumper, which is the most important thing. I don't understand people who want to drill their bumper to protect the bumper. Oh, best of all, they're not even that expensive. Very easy to do. We're going to do that real quick, and I'll show you how much it protects this car. But before I do that, any of you looking to get some buying or selling help with supercars or anything like that, go check out my consultation services on my website, normalguysupercar.com. If you're looking to get advice or whatever, I can help you out with buying and selling these Ferraris. Most of my consultations are just 1 or 2 hours, so it's not a very expensive thing, and I can help you save thousands of dollars by making the right decisions. So check it out. Again, normalguysupercar.com. Yes, we have the shop dog Mo. Hi Mo. How you doing, buddy? You gonna help me work on this thing, huh? You gonna help? Or are you just gonna lay here? Oh yes, I know. You're such a good boy. Oh, by the way, I'm not high. My pupils are dilated because I just came back from the optometrist or whatever, so yeah. Yeah. So no, I wasn't smoking a bunch of pot. I'm just dilated. And actually, everything's a little blurry right now. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting doing this, but we'll do our best. So first thing we're gonna need to do is get this car up in the air. So I'm gonna get out the quick jacks, throw them under this thing, and we're gonna lift it up. And then of course we're gonna protect the front bumper using our slip blow scrape guards. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna be giving away a kit of these to one of you. I know I had promised to give away a kit at 55,000. I kind of dropped the ball on that, so I'll tell you what we're gonna do. If you're one of the first 10 people to comment on my next video, I will randomly select one of you to win a kit of the slip blow scrape guard. But here's the catch: you have to be subscribed. So you gotta comment and you gotta be subscribed, and I'm gonna verify that you're actually subscribed. So again, if you want a slip blow scrape guard, comment on my next video, the one that comes out. So you're gonna have to stay tuned for that whenever it comes out. Then I'm gonna give away another kit. Yeah, so I'm gonna be giving away 2 kits. Once I hit 60,000 subscribers, whoever's the first person to comment on my video that comes out after that is gonna get a kit of the slip blow scrape guards. But again, you have to be subscribed. All right, we're ready to jack this thing up, I think. So I'm gonna actually do it in a couple stages because I gotta make sure it doesn't hit the garage door since it's gonna move backwards. Okay, she's a flying. So installing these slip blow scrape guards is super easy. So the first thing we're gonna do is kind of identify where about on the bottom of the car we want these things to go. And then we're just gonna clean it up using some isopropyl alcohol just to make sure that the surface doesn't have any debris or dirt or whatever. Then after that, we let that dry, obviously. We put on some of this prepping material. So it's a adhesion promoter, as it says on the packet. So we put this, it's a little sponge, and we put that approximately where we want one of these guards to go. Now we're also, before we do that, we're actually going to kind of size up what the guard is and trim it to what we want. All right, so here we are underneath the 599, and as you can see, well, we've clearly scraped right here, and we've definitely got a scrape right there. So basically this whole piece right here needs some protection, and then actually you can see there's a lot of scrapes on this under tray panel, so I'm actually going to put some pieces on that. So basically we're going to probably put 2 rows of the protectors, the slip blow scrape guards, on the actual front bumper piece. I guess it's not a diffuser, whatever it is, wing, whatever. And then we'll probably put 1 or 2 rows back here on this piece just to kind of make sure that that piece is also taken care of. That should hopefully get us into a position where we don't really have to worry about it ever scraping again. So the trick's going to be making sure that we avoid some of these screw holes. Don't put any there. Oh yeah, you can see lots of scrape right there. Yeah, that's some pretty serious damage right there. But again, this is what we're going to try and prevent. Unfortunately, it's too late for at least the initial scrape, but all right, so we're going to clean it up with some rubbing alcohol first. Hey, what? What? It's just rubbing alcohol, asshole. Yeah? Well, too bad. Go on. Move. No. You're blocking the shot. Hey, stop blocking the shot. I do not need your help. Just go. Go. Alright, we're trying to use the rubbing alcohol. Mo is having none of this. Jeez. Mo! What is bothering you? Dogs. Go. No, don't mess with the camera. Hey, you're right where I need to be. Ooh, turd. That's all nice and clean. Alright, what I think I'm going to do is start with one piece right here lined up dead center on that hole, because this is the center of the bumper. And then we'll kind of put one piece right in the middle and then work our way outwards. I think that should work pretty good. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is use some of this adhesion promoter stuff. Really want to make sure you're wearing gloves for this. Ugh, it's gross stuff. Yeah, you can smell it. Alright, so there's 4 little bumps, so we're going to put it right there, center like that. We're going to have it just barely so it's not visible, and obviously you can see we're going to curve it just a little bit. So, peel off the sticker. Center is right there. And I kind of want to curve it just a little. Check that out. We have good coverage, and now we don't have to worry about scraping. Yeah, this is pretty awesome stuff. That only took me about 15 minutes. Super simple to install, no drilling, and you can even cut it to size. So really amazing stuff, and it's flexible, so you can see I actually had it make the corners nice and tight. Looks really good. In case you're wondering, that took about 2 boxes. So if you're trying to figure out how many boxes you need, that was 2 boxes. I would say you're probably gonna need somewhere between 2 and 3 boxes, depending how pedantic you want to be and how big your car is and how much you want to cover. 2 if you're gonna probably play it pretty reasonable and have good coverage. 3 if you want to have like ridiculous coverage and multiple layers. Somewhere in there is what you need. Again, so you can pick these up by going to bit.ly/ngsscrape and use the code NGS10 for 10% off. All right, so we've got the slip blow scrape guards installed, and as you can see, you cannot see them basically at all. You have to really get under there, and then you can kind of start to see them. So you don't have to worry about people seeing those things. They're pretty much totally hidden. Doesn't change the look of the car. So I think it's only fair that we go test them real quick. So what I'm gonna do is, my neighbor's driveway is very steep, and we're gonna pull into it, and it's gonna scrape and make horrible sounds. It's absolutely terrible. And then we'll bring it back in, throw it on the jacks, and show you that it's scraped. All right, we're once again using my neighbor's driveway. Thank you, neighbors. And well, it's about to scrape. So you can see there is no way we're gonna make it up this driveway without scraping. So we're just gonna drive up and scrape. It's gonna be horrible. So you can see it is, yeah, it's definitely touching the ground. So, we'll back it out and see how much damage it did. All right, we've got the car back up in the air. Let's check out the damage. So here's where it scraped, obviously, and you can see it chewed up the scrape guard pretty good. Now, there was already paint missing and scrapes right here, so I don't think any of these are new. You can see that the lip that this provides is just tall enough that it's probably gonna make it so that those don't actually scrape, but you can see that's only spot that there's actually damage. This didn't touch right here, so nothing happened there. it did scrape all the way out to here, but all of that, you can see, stayed in place and protected my bumper. So much better than having this stuff happen a lot, because eventually this will actually wear through the bumper. You know, it's just fiberglass, so it's only a matter of time you scrape enough times that that stuff's just destroyed. But overall, hey, that did really good. So if you need to get a kit of the Sliplo scrape guards, again, go to bit.ly/NGS-scrape and use the code NGS10 for 10% off. They were hooking you guys up. These work really good. You're probably gonna need maybe 2 or 3 kits, depending how much coverage you want. I would say get a minimum of 2, just to be safe. You know, some cars are gonna need 3, or if you have where you just want to cover everything, then get 3. Pretty cheap. This is way cheaper than a lot of the bigger kits. No drilling, just glues right on, and if you want to get rid of it, you just pop it off. Easy as that. They're kind of disposable, so once they get scraped up enough, you just buy another kit, yank them off, throw them on, and you're good to go. So don't forget, in the next video, I'm going to be giving away a kit of the Sliplo scrape guards, so be one of the first commenters and make sure you're subscribed. And then once I hit 60,000 subscribers, I'll be giving away another kit. It's the first person that comments that's subscribed in the first video after I hit 60,000. So stay tuned for all that stuff. Don't forget, go check out my website, normalguysupercar.com. There I have buyer's guides and consultation services, all sorts of things that might be of interest to any of you that are looking to buy a Ferrari. I can probably help you out and probably save you a bunch of money. You guys know we have a ton of car stuff coming up on this 599 GTX, so you're gonna wanna stay tuned. It's gonna be sweet.